Hey everyone, welcome back to another update from the Spotify Camp Nou construction. And today, things on site are getting really interesting as multiple major zones are active at the same time, with heavy work in the compression ring, steady progress in the third tier, and continuous installation in the facade and interior areas all moving together. So stick around because today's update shows how quickly the stadium is now evolving into its final shape. Starting with the lateral facade, this zone is now in a key transformation stage, with LED lighting being installed between ceramic llamas, where technicians are placing high-intensity fixtures in a precise pattern and carefully aligning each unit with the facade design. At the same time, full electrical cabling is being integrated into the exterior structure, clearly confirming this as a permanent architectural lighting system that is steadily shaping the stadium's final nighttime identity. The third tier is moving through its finishing phase, with radial supports, seating elements, and stair sections being aligned and refined across multiple zones. Joint preparation and structural corrections are continuing, while several concrete areas are already completed and ready for final detailing works. Inspection teams are also active, ensuring stability and accuracy as the structure transitions from heavy construction into final architectural completion. The compression ring remains the most active structural zone, where multiple cranes are lifting and positioning radial beams, pillars, and support boxes in a continuous sequence. Fine alignment work, sling repositioning, and load balancing are still ongoing before final locking of elements into position. Recently installed pillars have strengthened the structure, while both south and north sides are being synchronized to maintain a smooth and even circular progression, making this phase critical for final structural integrity and complete ring formation. The VIP interior zone is now in its finishing stage, with active work on hospitality areas, service corridors, bathroom cores, and internal partitions across different sections. Metal decking and flooring systems are also being installed, gradually shaping the space into a fully functional premium interior environment. At the same time, mechanical and finishing preparations are progressing to ensure the zone is ready for final operational use. Across the upper levels, workers are actively installing more temporary support systems and protective structures. Multiple crews were visible attaching safety barriers and preparing working zones around the cantilever sections. New steel trusses are also being positioned vertically around the stadium, so the next compression ring elements can be connected. The entire upper lateral area is now transforming into a heavy construction zone filled with cranes, support frames, and structural materials ready for installation. In the South Gol area, several temporary supports are now being removed, which suggests that some structural sections have already gained enough stability to move into the next phase. Activity around the second cantilever level remains steady, although certain zones currently show less worker movement compared to the lateral side. Elevated platforms continue operating around the beams while crews focus on finishing detailed structural adjustments. The lateral side remains the busiest construction zone in the entire stadium. Dust clouds and grinding activity could be seen around several steel sections where workers are polishing and refining components. Large amounts of new materials continue arriving daily, including green structural pieces and additional beam elements. Inside the VIP corridor areas, construction activity is also increasing with multiple elevated platforms operating simultaneously behind the structure. One of the biggest developments is the renewed progress on the ceramic llamas. Workers are now installing alignment guide strings between the anchor points in the South Gol area. These guides are essential before the llamas can be installed, because every anchor must line up perfectly. This confirms that llama installation in this section is finally about to resume after being paused for quite some time. The previously installed llamas have remained unchanged for over a month, but now the preparation work clearly shows that the next sections are ready to move forward very soon. The corner area near Tribuna continues changing rapidly. Multiple falange pieces, radial beams, and support pillars are already prepared on the ground waiting for installation. Workers are also assembling additional steel trusses that will later support the compression ring structure. This middle corner zone is becoming one of the most technically advanced areas of the project because several construction systems are being connected there at the same time. At ground level near South Gol, all Llama anchor points in one section now appear fully installed. Workers are preparing the alignment phase before future Llama placement begins. In another nearby section, crews have already started installing the first Llama supports, although no major expansion happened there compared to the previous day. Even so, the amount of preparation work now visible across multiple sectors suggests that Llama installation speed will increase significantly very soon. A large crane operation was seen moving another steel structure toward the North Gol side. This confirms that more compression ring pieces are constantly arriving on site. Additional pillars and falange components are now visible throughout the construction yard, showing that the next expansion stages are already prepared in advance. The stadium surroundings are now completely packed with structural materials, cranes, and assembly equipment. On the North Gol side, crews continue accelerating Llama installation speed. Workers were actively placing another new Llama panel while the surrounding sections already show clear visual transformation. The red tonal variations across the Llamas are becoming more noticeable as additional pieces are installed. Construction teams now appear much more comfortable with the installation process, allowing the pace to increase considerably compared to earlier weeks. Work on the diamond structures is also continuing. Reinforcement cages, formwork, and concrete preparation remain active around several unfinished sections. Although many diamond structures are already completed, a few still require major work, especially along the lateral areas. Construction crews continue preparing new concrete support elements while cranes move reinforcement materials around the site. The compression ring on the North Gol side has now reached the same stage as South Gol. The previously missing falange section has already been installed, perfectly aligning both sides of the stadium. From this point forward, crews will continue adding new radial beams and external pillars before lifting the next ring segments into place. The northern side now officially enters the next major expansion phase of the compression ring. Near North Gol, workers are focusing heavily on Llama preparation work. Elevated platforms are operating around unfinished sectors where alignment guides and anchor systems are being adjusted. Certain gaps between sections may soon be closed as workers continue preparing the mounting systems. Additional crews were also seen painting bolts and steel connections behind the future Llama areas, likely for protection and finishing purposes before final installations continue. Higher up in North Gol, crews are attaching connection systems for the black beams that will later support the sandwich panel coverings. More steel pieces are being measured and aligned around the mobility core structures where elevators and stair systems will eventually be enclosed. Large cranes continue lifting new beams into the upper skeleton of the structure as the mobility zones slowly take shape. Behind the structural framework, workers are also continuing tube and infrastructure installation beneath the floors and behind the steel trusses. These systems stretch across major tribuna sections and are part of the stadium's internal technical infrastructure. While tribuna currently appears calmer than the lateral side, steady progress is still happening across the interior systems and mobility cores. In tribuna, stacks of sandwich panels remain ready for installation around the mobility cores. Structural connections for future Llama supports are already visible, although this section is advancing more slowly compared to the lateral and corner areas. Most of the visible work here focuses on infrastructure preparation rather than large visual transformations. Back near the corner section, workers installed the very first Llama supports in another new area that previously had none. Multiple vertical support unions are now visible across the corner structure, meaning many additional supports will likely appear over the coming days. Elevated platforms continue operating around the lower beams while crews also work near the piston sections and upper cantilever areas. The stadium is now entering a phase where progress is becoming visible almost everywhere at the same time. The compression ring is expanding rapidly. Llama preparation work is accelerating across several sectors, and new structural materials continue arriving daily. The lateral and corner sections remain the most active parts of the entire project, with cranes, workers, platforms, and steel structures constantly moving throughout the construction site. Thanks for watching today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep following all the latest progress from the Spotify Camp Nou construction, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. See you in the next one. Visca Barca, and take care, everyone.